Hi. So I just got off Twitter and read a post from a woman about her decision to never have kids. And the backlash that she got was insane. And I thought, well, surely in this day and age, people can't be triggered by the fact that a woman has decided not to have children. And then I started thinking, when I got married, how much pressure I was under to have a child. And, you know, and I'll be honest, I never liked kids. I never wanted kids. It was something that I dreamt about growing up. I don't even think I played with dolls. But nonetheless, after many years of marriage, we got pregnant and I had my son, and am obsessed with him. He is my one and only, and I love him, and I don't regret having him. However, once I had him, the question started immediately. Well, when are you having a second one? Aren't you going to have a second one? Why don't you have a second one? He needs to have a sibling. And I did not want to go through that again. I did not want to get pregnant again. I didn't enjoy it. I hated the newborn stage. Did not like him as a toddler. Don't like toddlers as they are. I don't like kids. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. And so when my son was old enough to speak, well, he started speaking at 10 months, but we started having the conversation of maybe having a sibling for him, not because I wanted to have a child or my husband wanted to have a second, because we never did. It was because all of the guilt that was throwing our way. I mean, how selfish can you be? People were saying he's going to grow up so lonely, that we started having this conversation. He was about 3 and very articulate. And he would just be like, there's no way I want a sibling. No. And that conversation continued for a few years. And I'm glad, and we weren't trying. And the older he got, the more adamant he was that he did not want a sibling. And people always assume that an only child is going to be lonely. I see it from my friends. They'll be like, oh, but he must be so lonely, or the pandemic must have been so hard for him. And the honest answer, without sounding like a condescending bitch, is no. Actually, it's been the complete opposite. I feel for parents who've had multiple kids who they've had to homeschool, and how difficult that might have been. But Mono has been very lucky that he has cousins that are just like siblings. So we spent all this pandemic every day together, having sleepovers, a 1 year party. But at the end of the day, if they wanted to get their own space, they each went to their own house, and that was like the best thing. So when they were done with each other or had too much, my nephew and niece went home. Mono stayed home. They had their alone time. They had my full attention, my husband's full attention. We have all the resources in the world to provide for this one child, which we couldn't have done if we had multiple children. And still he's 10. I'll ask him, don't you wish you had a sibling? And he's like, no. As a matter of fact, a few times he's thrown a crying fit, like, aren't I enough? Why would you want to have another child? And the truth is, I don't want to be pregnant again. I don't want to do it again. But I wonder, for those of you that are out there, first, if you're a woman, have decided not to have a child, have you felt people looking at you a certain way, and almost shaming you? And second, if you've decided to have one, do people just assume you were selfish, and that it's wrong? Have you felt backlash? And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that one day I won't adopt the child, not because I feel a need to have a sibling for my child, because it's not about him. It's about me. I would like to adopt an older child, maybe somebody that's 9, 10, maybe even a teen. But as far as just having a child to provide a sibling for my son, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't going to happen. And that didn't happen. And I don't for a second regret it. I look at him and I think, well, is he missing out? And the honest truth is, no. He's very well-rounded. He's intelligent. He's articulate. He's got a thriving social life. He's thriving in any way that a 10-year-old can. And so I don't regret that, but I do see that other people will be like, oh, their main concern is, oh, how could you be selfish? Or he must miss not having a sibling. And I think, no, he doesn't miss fighting over toys or clashing with a sibling or having somebody follow him around all day or be in his space. When he wants to have a sibling, he's got Chavez. When he wants his alone time, he's got that too. So let me know what your thoughts are about that. And if you, either a woman, as a woman or a man, have felt that you've had pressure or you get pressure to have children, or if you have a child, to provide more than one, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.